Hey guys, Slaughter Magic here, and boy have I got an interesting story today. In response to plummeting sales and a terrible quarter 3 announcement or financial statement, wherever you call it, publicly traded company disclosure statement, WOTC decided, hey, I've got an idea, let's go completely insane. So first up, they are changing their pre-sale policy. As soon as the product shows up, the store can sell it. That's the short version. Release date? What release date? Who cares? What benefit is this? I have no idea. I guess you could get it in the store before Amazon, but that'll actually lose WOTC money. It'll keep the stores in business, but they don't actually seem to have an interest in that, because everything they've done lately has been to kill the stores. They're directly competing with them to make short-term profits while also making the game unplayable. So, interesting strategy. Let's see how that turns out for you. Oh, by the way, the actual statement says they can list and ship cards that they get. So they could just sell them online. They could just liquidate them online. Early, completely violate street date, which they used to suspend your store for 6 months to a year if you were caught doing that. There's some more details, but I really wanted to get into the main story, which is something that was, I guess you could say leaked. I mean, it's out on the public internet, but you have to know where it is, and I think you have to have a link to it. But they sent out this wonderful strategy guide to stores, because remember, WOTC knows how to run your business better than you do. It's very clear they're better at managing card games than card store owners, obviously. So this is titled, Boost Your New Player Acquisition Strategies. In other words, actually get people in the door to play Magic, because they sure as hell aren't right now. Check out our new hub to view all our new player products and tools in one place. The only new player product I know of right now, because remember they got rid of welcome decks, planeswalker decks, all that stuff. The only one I am aware of at this time is the one that comes with a free code for Arena that tells them, hey, we know you bought this in a store, but can you stop with that and go play digital? We make a better margin on that. But don't worry guys, every store, in case you didn't hear, is getting at least one copy, if not upwards of 2. I believe that was the number of those stupid $1,000 but not really overpriced proxy crap sets. So that'll pay 2 weeks rent. I mean, in Pretendo land where it's actually worth $1,000, it is not. So let's just read their strategy, and cringe warning, this holiday season is filled with releases that give you more opportunities to build your community and attract new players to your store. To help streamline your planning, we've gathered all the latest and upcoming new player-friendly product releases on our new player acquisitions hub. Oh, can I actually open that? I can. Anyway, guys, it's all the info you need at your fingertips to make spot-on recommendations. Like for example, play a different card game. Buy singles from things that aren't standard for cheaper, and then play that instead. It's lower powered, more understandable, and more tame and friendly and sane. So, number 1, get to know your players. Recommendations are most effective if you know a person's interests and what they want out of playing a game with friends. You should really just ask them how much money they make, followed by maybe some kind of IQ test, and then that might qualify them to buy tons and tons of Magic products. Do they enjoy the quick challenge that 2 Jumpstart boosters may give them, or do they prefer a board game style experience with game night free-for-all? I legitimately forgot that existed or what it is. The more you're able to learn about the player, the more fine-tuned your recommendations can become. In other words, if you run a game store and vaguely know what you're doing and are not a complete idiot, and you know how to run a business and do marketing and talk to customers, what a concept. So then they kind of go oh, Jumpstart 2022 is a good match for players who want a fast game, and then Dragons of Stormwreck Isle, what the heck is that? Is a good match for customers interested in trying Dungeons & Dragons. Oh, that's why I didn't know it. Play user-made content, it's less cringe. And give the starter kit to this type of person. It's the most basic stuff. If you don't know this, you might as well just close up right now, because you are a bad store owner who doesn't know what they're doing. Then number 2, run a quick demo. Yeah, stores actually don't do that enough, to be honest. But yeah, I'll just skip that one. It's pretty obvious. Number 3, pair new player-friendly events with product releases. New players don't give a crap when a product releases. They're not on the edge of their seat waiting for something they haven't played yet. Okay, that makes no sense. I mean, let's read what they say. Okay, pair a new player-friendly event with each corresponding product release, such as running a Learn-to-Play Commander event with the release of the starter Commander decks. There are starter Commander decks. You may be able to draw more customers to your store, allowing, whatever. Okay, it's all just insulting. This is so insulting. They're so talking down to these people like they've never stepped foot inside of a card shop before and then decided to open one. So whatever number I'm on, focus on the social experience. Oh boy. Well, you're certainly not going to focus on the gameplay or the fairness or the net decking or the cheating. Yeah, Magic is a social experience for many. In fact, 81% of Magic players learn to play from a friend. That is true, and that's why pushing Arena and killing stores is coming back to bite them pretty hard over the last 3 years. So then they say whether they play with friends in person or virtually over Spell Table, it's going to be more enjoyable if they can talk with their friends about what they're drafting or playing. You know, not everything they just mentioned there makes the store money. It's like they're forgetting to even say to the store owners, because this is a letter written to WPN members. I probably could have mentioned that 5 minutes ago. But they're forgetting, oh, that's right, we're not supposed to let on that we only care about money and the game, and that comes first, and then your store staying in business comes second. Like, we need you to promote the game. Hey, you should promote this product that only helps us on digital and drives the people actively out of your store. Oh, no, it'll help you. Oh, then they do go on to mention the starter commander decks. I guess they're coming out December 2nd. Oh, that's right. These images already leaked online. So now they just don't give a crap. There's 5 of them. We got First Flight, White, Blue, Grave Danger, Blue, Black, Chaos Incarnate, Black, Red, Draconic Destruction, Red, Green, and Token Triumph, Green, White. And they're all like really super simple. And they're supposed to be like your intro to the game, because we all know we're not introing people to the game on Standard Constructed. That would be the most detrimental thing they could ever possibly do to drive someone away at the fastest possible speed. So then they mention the, bring a friend promos, and do people new to the game care about promos? Maybe, probably not. I mean, I kind of did, but only after I really got into competitive Magic after a couple months. So the last thing they mention is scale player experiences with growth. Every new player will learn Magic at their own pace. The more they play, the more they'll know about what they like from the game, or, well, what they hate. I guess you got to really mention both. Helping you tailor your recommendations for what they can purchase. Here's a recommendation that you'll get a lot. Tell the net decking douchebags and the have to win at all costs, don't care about anybody else's enjoyment players, and all the control players to go find a different store because they're banned from yours. You will get that recommendation quite a bit. Also, what you should recommend to them is that they should stay away from Arena, because people can still cheat at both of the drafts. The game costs like $100 a month to reasonably play unless you play it every day, and even then. Hope you don't like drafting, or you're really good at it, or really good at cheating at it. And starting from 0, you will absolutely never, unless you get out the credit card hardcore, be able to catch up to just build one deck. And all the people in Bronze League are try-hard net decking douchebags. Somehow. Even I don't understand it. Oh, and the unranked queue as well. So then they tell you, try this, try that, try this, try that. It's desperate, it's out of touch, they don't know what they're talking about, and once again, they just don't understand how stores work, how players work, how the community works. This is just a marketing person coming in, not knowing anything about the game and saying, let's try this thing I heard about in college. I don't know. I guess I got to do something to pretend that I'm doing my job from home because they all still think COVID's going to kill them. And honestly, if they're vegans, it probably is. Those people are about as healthy as prison inmates in Russia. So let's just skim through the new player product, what do they call it? Oh, the new player acquisition hub, and then it just says new player product. So it's really just a product listing. Jumpstart 2022. Set Jumpstart. That's right, there's now Jumpstart and then set-based Jumpstart because the sets didn't have enough products, which is code for nobody wants to play Standard Constructed, so they threw this crap in to see if somebody wanted to play some really weird version of Limited. Then there's Game Night Free-for-All, which I have actually never heard of. I know they had a Game Night product a million years ago, but Free-for-All? Was it Teams before? Then they just have something called the 2022 Starter Kit. Looks like 2 full decks. Okay, I didn't know that existed. The Starter Commander deck, so we just learned about that. And then for some reason they threw in Dragons of Storm Wreck Isle, which I guess is like D&D Junior Edition. It's like your intro to D&D. Which my intro to D&D was reading the Player's Handbook, because my friend let me borrow it. Well, and Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights 2, Platinum Edition. And DDO. But yeah, we just ran an encounter. That's it. You don't really need to be a genius to figure out how skill checks work and how to use your skills and then do social stuff and the whole rest of the game. But building a character is hard even for me. I've been playing D&D for almost 10 years. So I kind of get that. That's one of the only things where they kind of get it, but then they went super just woke and they're all, why is everybody so offended? Because you lefty freaks are ruining society. Every aspect of it, from the schools to the politics, everything. So even this, which looks like the most honest attempt at selling something that might actually sell something, It's not even a Magic the Gathering product. It's just another WOTC product. And yeah, it's part of the Wizards Play Network. WPN does include D&D. But on this page, the top banner has a bunch of douchebags wearing masks. Not medical, not 94% vapor reduction European style like FN94s or whatever. No. Cloth bullshit you get at the Walgreens. It's not even wicking. It looks like it might be a polyester mix. That's what you want to show to store owners right about now in 2022? What a great idea. Oh wait, the page keeps going. Oh my gosh, okay. Drive engagement with promo cards. View the promos. Yeah, the upcoming promos are like not bad, but whatever. That ain't gonna save the game, sorry. New player events, Friday Night Magic. I'm not kidding, that's the first one on the list. That's like the old, I'm gonna teach my kid to swim by throwing them in the deep end. No, they either already can figure it out or they won't. And you're an idiot. Jumpstart pre-releases. They won't even ship you the cards on time. Why is that even there? Learn to play D&D weekend and Commander nights. Is that even an official thing? Did they actually? Oh, wow. Looks like they might have made that a real thing. I don't know. Well, the stores were doing it anyway. They didn't invent it. And then boost event awareness with marketing materials. Guys, this is huge. Did you know that if you run a store that's focused on events and the community and getting together to play stuff, that you should put up a poster that says, we're doing this thing that you might be interested in on these dates and you should come to it? That's wild. What next? Are you going to go out on social media and post about it? Maybe make it an event on Facebook? That's crazy. I've never heard of such a marketing strategy. These are marketing geniuses. And one thing I want to clear up in case you didn't quite catch this. If you're in the WPN network, the Wizards Play Network, yes, I know I said Wizards Play Network, you are allowed to sell stuff whenever the hell you get it. But the inverse is true. We ask professional sellers who are not also WPN stores, notice they said also, who are not also WPN stores, so they're pretending to be a real store is what they pretty much mean, in my opinion, to remove their Brothers War listings from the website to comply with these new regulations. We also ask for patience from buyers as sellers adjust to this new paradigm and get used to shipping out their products earlier. So you don't really know when they're going to show up, and the tracking from distributors was crap, at least when I had a store. So then you have to like real quick take photos, list it, open it, sell singles, whatever. Although you could always sell singles whenever the hell you wanted. They can't really stop you. It was only sealed product they cared about, but it was very gray area. And to convolute things even more, these changes only affect Magic the Gathering releases that have pre-release events. Pre-sale rules for other releases and other TCGs have not changed. I guess, is this the worst time ever to mention that that bottom statement was from cardmarket.com? But they're basically just parroting what WOTC said because they themselves did come out with that announcement. So all the single and sealed product marketplaces are pissed. All the sellers are pissed. All the WPN people are pissed because it doesn't work with their schedule. All the non-WPN people are pissed because this is completely unfair, but there's almost none of them left. Where are they even getting their cards at this point? I didn't think any of the remaining distributors in the US actually let you buy cards if you weren't WPN. The funny thing is, if that's true, they cannot even legally enforce this, at least in this country, because there's this first sale or second sale doctrine or whatever it's called. Basically, nobody can stop me from buying a high-end purse or a copy of AutoCAD and then reselling it. You cannot tell me what I can do with my copy. It is transferable, the end. And yes, I'm talking about the actual Supreme Court decision. So if I can get my hands on stuff, 1 week early just because it showed up to a store, and then I flip it on eBay, now eBay is obligated to take down my post? No, not according to the laws. I could sell stuff whenever I get my hands on it. I could walk out the door and list it. I don't even have to walk out the door. I could list it the second I hand them the money for it. So yeah, they could probably coerce all these platforms to enforce this ridiculous policy just by threatening them / asking nicely. Oh, and that's right. Channel Fireball, for the most part, TCG Player and eBay are now all just eBay. They bought them. Great. So nothing but cringe, bad news, and talking down to their, expert sellers who run stores. What else is new? They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about. And, stores are really sick of their crap. I can name a couple stores even in my area that just completely drop Magic. They're ordering minimums for the regulars, and that's it. They are refusing to take any other product, and they're just playing 40K. And that is getting the people in the door, and that is making money. Along with other older TCGs and just other stuff. Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Still rocking it. Well, that's all I got for you today, so thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time.